Good morning, friends from Frozen Bozeman. It is Parshas Mishpatim. Mishpatim represents the logical mitzvahs, the mitzvahs that common sense would dictate. Because the mitzvahs are divided into three. Eidos, Chukim, and Mishpatim. Eidos are testimony mitzvahs that we do in recognition and remembrance of things that happened in the past, like Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Exodus from Egypt, or Shabbos. And then you have chukim, which are the super rational mitzvahs, the ones that logically don't click at all. We do them because God said so. Xeris HaMelech, it's a decree of the king. And then you have our parsha, Mishpatim, how to treat a fellow human being, how to be responsible for your ox, how not to create public obstacles. And in the parsha that talks about Mishpatim, about the logical mitzvahs, comes along the Torah's commandment, Le'savashal gdi b'chalevi moi, not to mix milk and meat. There are 3 times it's mentioned in the Torah, once to prohibit cooking it, once to prohibit eating it, and once to prohibit enjoying from it, benefiting from it. But why in this week's parsha, asks the Rebbe? In the parsha where we're talking about the logical mitzvahs, you throw in a mitzvah that's so above logic, so beyond our comprehension, like mixing milk and meat. Says the Rebbe, indeed. It's very important that just like when it comes to logical mitzvahs, we're supposed to do them because God said so, even though we do understand why it's prohibited. So even when we're not murdering and we're not committing adultery and we're being kind, we're doing it. Yes, we understand why it's a good thing for society, but we're also doing it because God said so. And it's important for us to incorporate the Kabbalah's oil, the self-transcendence or the transcendence of self, and do it because God said so. The same thing with chukim, with the mitzvahs that are super rational, that we seemingly cannot understand. We have to follow the dictate of the Rambam in Hilchos Tmura. The Rambam Maimonides says, "V'chol mashatiyachel litn leitam ten leitam." That even the mitzvahs that don't seem logical, that are so super rational, those too, if we're able to seek and find meaning, whether it's mystical or homiletical, whether it's in pshat, remez, drush, or soid, whichever aspect of the Torah, but to try to find some reasoning and to dig deep. So we do it because God said so, but it should never stop us from trying to dig deep and understand that perhaps there's another layer that adds some level of comprehension, some level of understanding. And it's because of this, says the Rebbe, that Hashem put the mitzvah of Le'savashal gdi b'chalevi moi, the prohibition of milk and meat, of kosher, into the parsha of Mishpatim to remind us of this important thing. Don't give up on understanding a mitzvah just because it's a chayk, just because it's super rational. Give it a shot. See, maybe you can come up with a deeper, or find a deeper layer of understanding, because that will help you to appreciate and do the mitzvah with greater joy and greater pleasure. Have a stupendous day. Stay warm, and we'll see you back here soon.